back at Wolverton again. Time for another item on Moofer's bucket list. We're going for Alta Peak today. This is another one of those hikes that's eluded us for many years. It's not terribly difficult, but just never seem to get around to it. So today's the day, we hope. And we are off.
To come out so early, so small.
Being treated to a nice little carpet of the blue lips. Tiny little things. They usually come in great numbers. Early season flower. So this should be Wolverton Creek going through here. Very lush and green. Funny how a little water will do that. I had a little break here. Should be arriving at Panther Gap pretty soon. Can still hear Wolverton Creek pretty nicely. I guess I've never been here when it's been so rushing. There's a nice patch of shooting stars. Coming to the first of several little creek crossings, so I guess things are getting pretty damp. We're also seeing some of the languid ladies too. Nice to see them. Nice little batch over there. Almost to Panther Gap. And here I was just going to say, I don't think there's a sign up here. Probably doesn't say Panther Gap, but hey, at least there's a sign. Some of the views you get from the High Sierra Trail too. Hey, Moofer climbed a crack.
Now I can just stand
And she's upright. You're on the summit of nothing.
Yeah.
With a great view though.
Yeah.
There's probably Farewell Gap out there somewhere. Might be able to better identify some of these peaks from the top of Alta Peak. On we go.
Trying to see it.
So that might be Farewell Gap there on the right of the screen. Maybe Sawtooth Peak dead center. These others I'm not sure of. Found some of these little 5-spot flowers down here. Not quite like the ones in the desert. These have the spots on the tips of the petals, not in the center. So Mom's calling that dog rock. Guess it looks like a nose and a head. Not much in the way of ears, but guess if you use your imagination, it looks like one of those shaggy dogs that you can't really see his eyes. Pretty big canyon. Starting to see more rock pop up over there. Just barely. Anybody up there yet?
0.7, that adds up to 7.6.
Oh dear, this hike's getting longer.
Oh, no, 6.6, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like,
Yeah, it's 6.6.
somebody can't make up their mind.
Nope.
First I thought the arrow was pointing that way for Wolverton. I thought, now how are you going to do the Wolverton going now? I'm assuming this is the way, right?
Yes, correct. Unless you want to go out and see Bear Paw Meadow instead.
No.
Not today. Oh look, there's Panther Peak.
There's who?
Panther Peak, see that rock over here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Barely sticking up above the trees.
Yeah. So I guess we're coming to Mehrten Meadow right now. Probably that nice green area out there. This is Mehrten Creek. We passed a couple of adult guys and 3 little kids. They're on their way down. They said they spent the night here. Looks like quite a big tree fell here. Made a mess of things.
Sure.
A lot of the fallen stuff is pretty green, so it must have just happened. A couple of deer walking through this camp. The stream's flowing through here. Very nice little place. This little stream's coming from right up underneath the trail. Don't see it up there.
Yeah, I saw those gals with the backpacks in front of us. I hope they didn't take the wrong turn. Wow.
That's Tharps Rock up there you're looking at. I don't think they rappelled off this side because they probably had stuff on the other side where they climbed up.
Yeah. Have to grab that. Huh?
That was a fun day.
Yeah.
Pretty nice display of the Alpine Phlox along this hill. So here we are at the final water stop. At least this is usually the final water stop. There may be some more little creeks flowing that weren't before. A lot of those white little flowers blooming along the creek here. So this should be Tharps Boulder right here.
I was just gonna ask.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Cool.
We climbed it up on this broken piece straight in front of you.
You what?
We started on this broken piece straight in front of you over here.
Uh-huh. That's cool.
Yep, that was a lot of fun. Don't think I want to do it again today, but it was fun. Fun little side project on the way up to Tharps Rock. I think the hardest part is lower down here. Looks like there's some potential footholds on this face here rather than using this crack or that little tiny crack, which I'm not really sure how you do. There's not much to put your feet in there. And you get on the little broken piece and up the other crack. Guess that wasn't the last water after all. You can really see Farewell Gap now.
Oh yeah.
So there's Farewell Gap. And somewhere in the foreground there should be Timber Gap. Beautiful view. Nice spot for a little break. Time to take on the last 1,000 feet and change. Views are looking pretty nice. I'm thinking that might be Black Gilia. And then maybe that's Gilia Gap. Because below that sure looks an awful lot like above Hamilton Lake with all the creeks coming down there. So if that's the case, Valhalla is just right in there. Well, I guess it looks much better from the High Sierra Trail. Looks like we got Alta Meadow below us. Passing by Tharps Rock. Looks pretty tough. I can tell you from experience it is. This is probably going to become the little stream we just took a break at down there. $10,500 feet. Closing in. Spotted a new flower I don't recall ever seeing before. Nothing super fancy about it, but just don't remember ever seeing it before. Well, whatever these flowers are, there's plenty of them around. I think we're going to call them the Alta Peak flowers. Few snow patches, but they're mostly avoidable so far. It's like the stream's still trying to flow over here. Guess this is where it's coming from, the melting snow. A little bit more snow up here, but not bad. That should be about it. Then it looks pretty clear. Someone said there were some aggressive marmots up here. I'm sure they get fed a lot by people. Yeah.
Aha. Whoa. My goodness. Hi-yi-yi. Wow.
Nice view, huh?
Yeah.
Just gotta watch out for the aggressive marmot. Hooey. There's Table Mountain and Milestone.
Uh-huh. Well, that's Clear Lake down there?
Down there, yeah.
Oh, wow. Can I sit down now?
Yes, please. Pick a direction and sit.
I'm going to do that, or which way I'm going to point, but... Oh my goodness sakes. Yike. Don't drop the poles, right?
Well, I can get them if you drop them.
Keep them for...
So that should be the ranger station there. And there's the lake. And the tableland. Here was a nice little cruise. I'm guessing that might be Mount Goddard. It's quite prominent out there. Looks like it's in about the right spot. There's Milestone Mountain. And that should be Midway and Table and Thunder. And that should be Whitney way out there. Can you see him, Mom?
What?
Whitney.
Yeah.
That's probably Mount Brewer. North Guard and South Guard. That might be Agassiz out there in the Palisades. Well, North Palisade anyway. One more look at Black Cahuilla. Cahuilla Gap.
I did.
Uh-oh, is he coming up?
Well, no, he wasn't coming up, but he's walking along there.
Okay.
Went under there somewhere. You leave, I'm gonna.
Alta Peak resident.
Yeah.
Threw some rocks at him earlier. I think he's got the message to stay back. Okay, movers off the slabs. We came down a little bit shorter way. Time to say farewell to everybody out this way. Hope to see you all again pretty soon. Pretty good flow coming down from this icy area. This is north facing, so that's probably why it's still covered in snow. And that's probably the main marble fork over there coming out of Tableland. Okay, down we go. Don't look now, but Mom's headed for Tharps Rock. Nah, she's just going to the bathroom. Still about 3.5 miles to go. But we've already dropped more than half the elevation. So they should be relatively easy miles. I don't think we'll get back before 6 though.
He's so cute. Aw. Quite a bit of them back there too.
This is the yellow-throated Gilia. Tiny little pink flowers with yellow in the middle.
They're so little too.
We saw these on the way up and we're looking for them on the way back down again. And we are back. Apparently, as are Iris and Michael and Tom from their trip. Hopefully we'll get to meet up with them and have some dinner tonight. 6.7 miles one way, more like 7.5.